Hello! Welcome to Tea Tuesday. I'm Justin. I'm Brian. And here's the tea this week at Elm. It's hard to hold a puppet and drink tea, or in my case, coffee, at the same time. But Brian is here, as you can tell, with the mustache. Unfortunately, I could not find a puppet with a beard. Brian is working very diligently on getting stuff ready for this weekend's performance, which we will tell you about in tea. So for right now, I have my lovely assistant right here just chilling, and, maybe he'll, tell us a little bit more about stuff. But yeah, hello. All right, it is a Tuesday, so here we go. We have a couple of things to be thankful for, and to thank you for if you attended one of our events this weekend. So first off, if you were at Sammy Ray and the Friends on Saturday, if you just want to raise your hand and be like, oh my gosh, I was having so much fun. We really want to thank you for being part of that. That was so much fun. And we have to thank Brian, of course, for, wanting to, being able to book them and bring them in. This group was just so much fun. And, so thank you, Brian, for that. You're welcome. That's not how Brian sounds, but that's what I don't know if that's going to be the voice that I'm going to determine for him. But yeah, Sammy Ray was so much fun, and it was great, to just be able to have, such a fun group. And that was a great way to finish out the Lantern series for 2020. And then we will be back with things in March. So don't you worry, we'll have more info on that as it gets closer. But if you want to go ahead and get your ticket to Time for 3 in March, just go ahead and do it. We're going to be here. We're going to be rocking and rolling, doing everything. And if you've been to the Lantern series, you know what we're doing to make sure that you feel safe and comfortable there. And so, Britt, to answer your question, this is Brian, of course. I mean, it's Tea Tuesday, so it would not be Tea Tuesday without Brian here. So he is just chilling with me. So he is here, doing his thing. But another thing that we want to thank you, Brian, actually, if you want to talk about it, you're more than welcome to. Yeah, so we just really want to thank everyone for attending a cabaret on the green on Sunday. It was a lot of fun. I'm trying to see that you can't see my face. I think I've been able to mask it. But yeah, we want to thank you for attending a cabaret on the green with the wonderful cast of Dogfight, which will be happening in the future. So be on the lookout for that. Our cast is fantastic, and we hope to see you there, and we have more things that are happening. So Brian agrees, or I guess I agree with Brian about all of the fun stuff that we had happening this weekend. So if you were part of that, as part of we called it our Arts Palooza. If you were part of our Arts Palooza this weekend, thank you so much. But don't worry, do not fret. We have one more weekend to round out our wonderful Arts Palooza. And you have a full weekend. That is 3 evenings, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't you worry. We got you. So if you have not heard, we are doing Shakespeare Out on the Green. Yep. We are doing Comedy of Errors, which is one of Shakespeare's earliest works. And it is really ridiculously silly and goofy. So I'll break down the plot for you real quick. So it centers around two sets of twins who have both been separated at birth. So they do not know that they are twins. But bing, bang, boom, they find themselves bumping into each other, as it were, and are like, we're twins. So then all of this chaos ensues because, they've got, their lovers who thinks, they're one person, but they're not. There's friends, enemies, frenemies, all this stuff that, ensues based on like these mistaken identities. And, you know, there's a lot of, you know, really just fun, like slapstick kind of humor. So think like Three Stooges, and Shakespeare did throw in some fart jokes, so be ready for those. It's good. That is gonna, you know, be just really wacky. And another thing that we're doing with Comedy of Errors is, you know, it is, you know, we're gearing towards the end of October, and what happens at the end of October but Halloween. And so we are doing it with a Halloween theme. So it's gonna be like, it's going to be spooky, it's going to be spoopy, you know, it's just going to be ridiculously silly, so you can think of all of the, like, just really fun Halloween costumes. You know, we'll be bringing out, like, some prop graves and things like that, to have fun with. And another thing that we're going to be doing is the cast has so graciously given me some of like their old Halloween photos, you know, like from when they were little going trick-or-treating and things like that, and also like some more present day ones, and there are like some gems in there, I must say. So we're going to be like sharing those on our stories throughout the week to kind of get people excited for Comedy of Errors on just this Halloween theme, and just giving us, you know, something to laugh about and to look forward to. So we hope to see you there. Again, that is Friday, that is Saturday, and it is also Sunday, all at 7 p.m. Yep, all 3 shows are going to be happening at 7 p.m., all right? And so we've got, you know, we're setting it up very much similar to how we do the Lantern series. So you can get tables, you know, for family and friends. You can get a group of people together. It's a great way to just come together and be outside, enjoy some art, be able to support local, and to cheer on some fantastic actors and actresses that we have in this production. You're going to recognize a lot of them from our production of Puffs, as well as our production of She Kills Monsters. So we have some wonderful familiar faces who are returning, and it is being led by our wonderful director, Zach Stoles, who has directed both Puffs as well as She Kills Monsters. And if you're not familiar with Zach's work, he actually has a lot of experience in Shakespeare. Like that is, you know, that is his bread and butter. So he knows Shakespeare like the back of his hand. So we're very excited to get him in his element. And, you know, he is thinking of a lot of really fun and clever ways to bring Shakespeare to us and to be able to make it accessible and to make you feel like you're able to understand what is happening. Because you can understand Shakespeare. I promise you that you can, and that it is not as like scary or intimidating as you think it is. Like, this is going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, and, you know, I just want to say, going off of that, you know, if you've seen The Parent Trap, or if you've seen Twitches, Sister Sister, then you know the plot to Comedy of Errors, so you will understand what is happening. Yep, as Brian, you know, beautifully just said, you are going to be able to understand what is happening during Comedy of Errors, and we're going to help you out, because in the program we're going to give you like a little bit of a breakdown of the plot, so that way you're not like, you know, oh, am I like sure that this happened? You know, I'm not like 100% sure. You can just quickly reference that, and you know what? You're going to be good. All right. Also, another perk that you have as, you know, being able to, you know, coming and getting your ticket or tickets to Comedy of Errors is we are doing, we made an announcement during Cabaret on the Green, just about like some of our upcoming programming and things like that. And we spilled the tea about what is happening with A Christmas Carol. We're working on all of those details, and we're going to do like a big formal announcement next week officially. But if you, yes, that is right, whoever you are, if you are watching this and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to know what's going on with A Christmas Carol, because A Christmas Carol is a bop every year. Fa la 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 la. But yeah, if you want to know what is going on with A Christmas Carol, then we're going to tell you at Comedy of Errors, you're going to get a sneak peek, and you're going to be one of the first to know. So if you want the tea about, if you've been wondering, well, how is A Christmas Carol going to work this year? Everything is so different. I'm really curious as to what Elm Street is cooking up, and, what they have, what they're working on, what they have, under their sleeves. I feel like I misused that, but, I'm just going to keep going. But what they have going on, we're going to let you know. All right. So don't you fret. We're going to let you know what is happening. And so we also have like a couple other things that we're going to be doing in November. All right. So for example, my lovely backlit area, because I am very clever and I'm using, the lighting from my laptop, not my laptop, from my computer, to give me like some like backlighting, because I'm feeling like just like kind of like, just doing, I have my office set up today with like candles and, just a little bit of a light, because I felt like it, instead of just having like harsh fluorescent lighting, because that is always not like super duper fun, and that's the tea with that. But so to help with that, I've got my computer on, and that's giving me like a little bit of light, so that way I'm able to feel properly lit. But yeah, in November, we've got a few things happening, so be sure to check that out. Especially, we are very excited to be working with our fabulous Last Laugh hostess, as well as, she has done Rep Tour for several years. Jessica, It's All Good. She is bringing an original Netflix-style comedy special to us that she has written, and she is trying to get pitched to, various networks and, be able to perform, at different theaters. And so we are the test for that. So she is doing a comedy special. It is called We're All Chocolate, and it focuses on just the humorous aspects of her life, and just kind of where that intersection of race comes into play. And so she talks about a lot of her experiences, how that has, formed her into the person that she is today. And, gives us an opportunity to have that dialogue that is so important, but also we're able to have a laugh and have that shared experience and feel like we're part of the conversation, which I think is something that's like super important. And another thing I want to tell you before Justin forgets is that we have two options for you to watch. So we are doing it in person, socially distant. We are going to have a limited amount of tickets, obviously have everyone spaced out. But another thing that we're doing is we're going to do a live stream as well during the performance. So if we get at capacity, or, you may just feel more comfortable watching at home, we have that as an option for you, and you can watch it all at home. So, we've got both options out there for you to be able to experience this show. And, we hope that you come out for it in whatever way that makes sense for you. So, whether that's in person, whether that's the digital version, we want to be as accessible as possible during this time. So I feel like that is it. Brian, is there anything else that I'm forgetting for right now? No, you're good. All right. So just want to reiterate all of that again. So this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all at 7 p.m., we have Comedy of Errors happening right out on the green. Tickets are still available, and they are super duper accessible. All right. We have seats for $5, or we have tables that seat 6, as well as tables that seat 8. And those are ranging between like $30 and like $45-ish. So you're able to sit with a group. You can bring your family, you can bring friends, you can bring a mix. So we have that also as an option, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So we hope to see you out on the green, or, with some of our other programming that we've got going into November, as well as going into the holiday season, which we'll be letting you know a little bit more about next week. All right. I think that is about it. So we hope to see you this weekend. As always, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay sane. And that's the tea. Sis. Okay, I did not work through turning off the live video with a puppet in my hand. So oh, maybe Brian, are you gonna? Oh, thank you, Brian.